Welcome to this new episode. It's episode 6 out of 10, where we're going to see what the best game in the world is, according to me, in 2026. Because things change. New games come out. Old games lose their charm. Actually,
that's true.
Last changes I made to the list was actually, I replayed a game that was pretty high on the list, and I was like, nope. Need to take this one down. I'm not going to tell you which one it was, but
well. Just to start off, I know we're going to get into the list really quickly, but that is so true that that's like, oh, this is the best game ever, and then you don't play it for a few years, but it's still like rated in your top 5 games. Then you play it again, you go, that's fine.
Yeah,
things change. That's why I'm a big believer that Board Game Geek, all the ratings and reviews in Board Game Geek, I've said this to Dave many times.
It should decay over time.
They should have a time limit. So you rate a game on Board Game Geek, and like after 5 years, I'm willing for it to be a whole 5 years, or after 3 years, you get a message from Board Game Geek saying, would you like to change your rating of this game? And if you don't change it or confirm that it's the same, the rating disappears.
No, I think it should disappear by themselves. And then if you want to keep it, then you need to actively go back to it and say, no, this is the one. So every year,
I think you'd forget. I think you'd forget to re-rank games. But I think you should get an alert to say, what is your current rating of this game? Your ranking is about to be deleted. We'll get into the minutiae. We'll talk to Board Game
How about you get 10 votes, 10 games, or maybe 100. You get 100 votes. And you can rank them, and they will go into the system. This kind of helps everyone to not go willy-nilly.
Yeah, that would get rid of a lot of the willy-nilly ones to combat the 10s and 10s to combat the 1s. But
people might not know that this is happening on Board Game Geek. You can
what are your
rate
favorite
a game.
games, Dave?
People are rating games before they've played them. They are just announced, and then people say, well, I'm going to rate this a 1 because of reasons. And then other people are so upset with that. It's like, how can you rate this a 1? You haven't played it. Now I'm going to have to come in and rate it a 10, which it's a whole thing.
Dave Luzapalooza, top 100 games of all time. Dave Luzapalooza, some are great, some just fine. Dave Luzapalooza, here telling you just how it is. It's Matthew Jude.
Board gamers are generally nice people, like my co-host, Matthew Jude. How are you doing, Matthew?
Hello. I'm generally nice, Matthew Jude, and I'm here to be generally nice to Dave's choices and picks and opinions, because that's how he feels in his heart. So I can't tell him he's wrong. I can certainly disagree. But I can't say that you're wrong because this is your list. And so far, the last list, Dave, I'll say banger. Great bunch of lads on that last list. So I'm excited for what's to come.
That's also what you said about the second list. The second list I titled, or the third, I forgot which one, but it had the subtitle, Just Bangers.
They're all bangers. Banging all day long. Let's get into
start off the list with Santorini.
Garbage!
Number 50. Really?
No, I know where this is ranked in mine, and you won't be seeing it until the final episode.
Oh, really? So you were like, okay. So what you're saying is there cannot be 49 better games than this one. This game is really nice. It only came into my radar when it was this big Kickstarter by Roxley Games. Where they created this nice little island, and on top of the island you would have the
similar
the city
to Skyrise.
Santorini.
The way they did is similar to what they did with Skyrise.
That is true. But this is a very abstract game that they tried to give as much theme as they could.
There's a few that do that. I was just going to say, there's a few games that do that. That are, That Time You Killed Me and Mythic Mischief. They're both completely abstract games, but there's loads of theme in them as well, and this one does the same. I'm just excited about this game. Tell us about
In this game, you're battling each other. You're trying to get one of your meeples on the third story of a building. But on your turn, you do this in this sequence. You move, and then you build. That's it. There's this grid that says, move and build. Okay, I'm going to move one of my two people here, and they are going to build here. So next move, if everything goes well, I can just climb up that one and build something adjacent to that. And we're both doing this. And
you can only move up one level, but you can jump down as many levels as you want. And you're trying to block off where people are going, and you are trying to stop them. And you can cap buildings as well with these little domes. That's why it's called Santorini, which stops someone from... You have to be adjacent to it, but it means you can stop someone from getting onto the third level because that third level doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So
this game starts very easy. You move, you build something, and after 2 turns, you're already ahead. And I was like, oh no, I need to get over there and stop you. Now, this is already a great game, but what they did theme-wise is they added special powers to it. So every player is going to have special godlike powers, or semi-godlike powers because of the theme. Yeah. Some of them are give you a bonus that helps you during the game. Some of them give you a bonus just once. We have a system at home as how we like to play it. First, you get a small bonus, and then first we play a base game, and the person who loses gets a small bonus. And if you lose again with that small bonus, you get a next bonus, and then so we basically do a best of 5, I think is how we do it. And if you lose, you get a better power. It works great. It is such a beautiful presence as well. I love it that the game actually had a little booklet with I think in rhyme they tell you the story of the game, and I was really enamored with it.
Yeah.
There's an app for it that's way too much.
Yeah.
I tried playing it going through the app, but that's like the whole story to unlock new, and you have to pay more, and then
yeah. Because there's lots.
All these different gods. It's really good.
I don't want to go into too much depth because I want to talk about this again in a later video for me. But and if you like, all I say is that if you like this game, there's a lot of content that you can add to the game. There's lots of expansions, and there's a Riddle of the Sphinx, which is like a cooperative puzzle version of the game as well. It's fantastic. It's absolutely great.
It really is. So that's number 50, Santorini. Now we go into number 49, which is Roll for the Galaxy. We have talked about this a little bit in the past. Roll for the Galaxy is a version of Race for the Galaxy. Race for the Galaxy is a card-driven game. This one has big chunky tiles and dice. You have a secret board that you're working behind, but the core of the game is the same, where you are choosing a specific phase to do specific things with the dice. I really liked. I paid a lot of money to get this game shipped from America because it was so hard to get here, and I was not disappointed.
I feel as though this, for many people, replaced Race for the Galaxy. I feel like the Roll for the Galaxy game was just a bit more, slightly more accessible and a bit more dramatic for people, and they enjoyed it for that. And this, I feel like, replaced the original. But there's frontier colonies. There's loads of different versions of this game. And you love Jump Drive, which we spoke about before, which is like Race for the Galaxy Express, which is a great game as well. But I played this a couple of times. I'd like to play it more because I did enjoy it, but I don't feel like I knew what I was doing. So I didn't enjoy it to its full potential.
There's a little curve of getting to know the things and the options that you have when you play this game.
This could be a game that I would enjoy more if I got the chance to play it more, I think. Because there's something wonderful about rolling a bunch of little dice. I don't know what it is about that. That's fun. But
and every player gets a little dice cup as well, too. I mean, it's plastic, but still. I really enjoy Roll for the Galaxy. You still approve?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. Barenpark. Polyominoes.
Okay.
I really adore this game. It is so simple.
People love this game. I've never played it. People always say it's great.
Phil Walker Harding is one of the best board game designers. There's only a handful that I really appreciate, and Phil Walker Harding is one of them. He created a game where you have a little zoo board. It's a small tile, and it has some markers on it that you want to cover, because with covering these markers you are unlocking other buildings that you can then place on later rounds. They're all polyomino shapes, so somewhat Tetris shaped, and looking ahead in trying to be the first to fill your boards. If you build on a construction site, you actually add another part to your zoo, so you're slowly expanding. You're not trying to cover everything. No, there's one pothole that you want to keep open, because if everything on one tile is covered, then you can put a scoring tile on it, which is a little bear statue.
This sounds similar to Silver and Gold.
Silver and Gold is a flip and
yeah,
draw.
But the idea of trying to finish a little tile and getting bonuses and then getting another tile to try to finish, but it's similar-ish. Anyway, it just reminds me of that.
It's true, but the goal in Silver and Gold is to just be fast and just feel
get
that
through,
thing.
yeah,
but
get through
this one is actually, you need to think about how you're filling it, what the sequence is, especially because there are huge tiles that won't fit everywhere, and they are worth the most points. So the special orange, which is like the outside areas in the game. So there's an expansion that adds two things. One of the things it adds is a railway that you can add
monorail,
to it.
yeah.
A monorail. It breaks the game idea a little bit because you're doing too many different things, but I really enjoy playing this game. I think part of the reason that this one is on the list is also that I'm really good at it.
Yeah,
I'm very good
that makes
in
a big
spatial
difference.
thinking. Yeah, so that makes it.
It's one
extra.
I'd like to try. It's one I'd like
Yeah.
to try. There's it's funny going through your list as we've been doing. I've noticed so many games that are real mainstays, staples, been around for 10 years, that are very popular, that I just never got a chance to play, never had the opportunity. And this is one of them. And it's I'd love to try Barenpark. From Phil Walker Harding, Sushi Go we spoke about before, Sushi Go Party. And I like a game called Archaeology, which I'm pretty sure is Phil Walker Harding, which is an old card game which got redone a bunch of times. It's really fun. But he's got a lot of great games, let's be honest. He's pretty prolific.
Number 48. Number 47. These good games. Ooh, Scythe. That used to be a top 10 game. It used to be a top 10 game. It's not anymore. It has not been to my table in, I want to say, 3 years. I think that is correct. I have so much for this game.
I remember when you were getting stuff for it and you were big into this game.
I was deep into it. There's a campaign, big campaign thing that gives you more stuff. Oh, it is such a fun game. Okay, part of the reason it went down is you can now play this game online, which means a lot of people broke the game for them. You usually, when you play a game 20 times, you find strategies that kind of, maybe I should always just do this, or I should. And I think Scythe has got that problem. If you like to play online, if you just play regularly with other people,
then you won't
with
run
your
into
friends,
that. Yeah,
you won't run into it. But if you go online and then people's like, oh yeah, I've beaten that, I can win Scythe in 20 turns. I'm making that up. I don't know what the exact number is, but there's a way of
interesting.
It's just doubling.
It's not solved, but it's not saying the game's been solved, but it's the territory's been mapped for Scythe. It's like, okay, this is the route you probably should go down to win. To say it's been solved is a bit difficult with Scythe specifically because there's a lot of the other people are doing, right? And you can be scuppered. But yeah, I can see that.
No, actually not.
You don't
it's
think
all
so?
in production. You can just play this game and double your meeple, the amount of workers you have, which gives you a little a bad thing, but it makes up for it.
The advantage makes,
yeah, into producing.
Well, good.
And then
I'm glad it's broken because I hate this game. I really disliked playing this.
Is this a veto game?
No, because I just think everyone... I don't need to veto this because you love it. But I just hated it. I played with a bunch of people that knew the game quite well, and they just spent 4 hours destroying me in this game. And yes, it took 4 hours because there were 7 of us. And I was like, that's not fun. And then I tried again, and I still didn't enjoy it. It was just...
Never, ever play this with 7 people.
Okay.
Jump straight back in.
I just, I would try this again maybe, but I just enjoyed it so little that I don't feel like I want to revisit it to try again when there's a million other games that I would rather try for the first time.
So what this game did as one of the first games that I experienced, it let you go on adventures. There are spots on the board, and if you go there, then you get to reveal a card, and there's a little story, and that gives you choices. I love that in games.
Yeah,
that
you do.
Gives me so much joy. And then there was a fan expansion where people thought of new ways that these cards could work and these story elements. I love the world building in this game where you've got these people farming, but then there's also these big mechs walking around. Boof, boof.
Yeah.
It just did a lot for my imagination and how I feel about these games. I have all the deluxe components.
The metal mechs and stuff.
It's the metal mechs. No, I don't have the metal mechs. I did paint all of the mechs myself. But no, I have the resources that just look nice. It's like,
got great coins. There's great coins in this one.
The coins are great. I actually have a special set of coins that I use that are from this company, Stonemaier Games, that I use in other games. Like, we need coins. Woohoo! I've got this. Ooh,
I think for me, the problem I had with this game was it's one of those things. We spoke about this before, where you're trying to do your thing and you've worked really hard to do it, and then someone else just comes in and you've spent a lot of work trying to do something, and someone else can come in very easily to just take it away from you, and the balance just doesn't feel right for me. It's like I did all this to get something, and you did just this, and now my thing's gone. I'm vamping now.
So that's number 47, Scythe.
Okay.
Divisive. Yeah.
Yes.
46. Ooh. Ticket to Ride Europe.
This is a good one.
This is a really good one, and we just had a great experience. You, me.
We just played this.
We just played this in real life.
So this is the second time Ticket to Ride's made it to your list. Is this the final time, or is that finding too much?
Yes, this is the best version of Ticket to Ride. Ticket to Ride Europe is the better version, better than the original America map. That map is broken, as you might know.
I agree that this is better than the OG, the USA map. I didn't know it was broken in any meaningful way.
Yeah, there's a way of just going for the big routes, the big, just. America is so huge, and the map represents that the distances you want longer distances to get the most points for that, and you just rush the game technically. Which is maybe not how this game should be played.
Ticket to Ride, this version, Ticket to Ride Europe, is the second big box version that they did, and you have added stations which can help you jump, leapfrog other people's work. That's essentially how that works, right? Would you say?
Yes.
And
I would never use these words, but yes.
And there's tunnels as well. I think it's the
There's
introduction of
tunnels,
tunnels.
and there is you need to cross water, so you need to
there's
use
ferries, yeah.
joker or ferries, or use locomotive carts that usually are just wilds, but now you specifically need them to make specific tracks work for you.
And that adds a bit of a luck element to things, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, the tunneling. So if you want to build a tunnel, because hey, yes, we in Europe we have some regions that are big in tunnels. Looking at you, Austria and Switzerland. If you want to go there, you are not sure if your drill is going to break, which means it's going to cost you more to build that route. So you need to flip 3 cards from the draw pile, and if any of the colors match with the color that you are paying at that point, you need to pay extra. And sometimes that's not what you want. It's not ideal,
Sometimes
but
it's
if you prepare for it,
yeah.
you can mitigate it.
But sometimes it's getting to the end of the game, you go, I just need this to work, and then I just need an extra point. This is a fantastic version of Ticket to Ride. It's absolutely wonderful. Ticket to Ride is just... It will be higher on my top 50 when we do it. I can certainly say that. But it's just one of the greatest games. It's so good. And we played this, and just every time I play this, I remember how great it is. We were just like, it was so tense and stressful and fun, and we were laughing.
It was also very close into winning.
Very close, yeah.
Who took it, and
it was great. It's a brilliant version. It's a brilliant version.
It is. Are there any other versions that you think people should check out?
I love Nordic countries. I think if you're going to play with 2 players, Nordic countries is fantastic version of the game.
What does it do differently?
So
because
it's just
every version has a little.
So
small
Nordic countries
change.
is the thing with Nordic countries is that it's a tighter map. It's just a much tighter 2 to 3 player specific version of the game, and at 3 player it's very, very cutthroat, but at 2 player it's just more cutthroat, because a 2 player version, playing 2 players Ticket to Ride Europe, just isn't that cutthroat. It's like you can pretty much go where you want to go.
always find a way to go
so
around.
That's why Nordic countries is great for me, because I'm more likely to play this at 2 players. So I love Nordic countries. And it's also particularly beautiful as a version. There's a whole mess of expansions which you could go into, all the expansions and everything. But yeah, if you're playing with more than 2, or if you're playing with 3, 4, and 5, Ticket to Ride Europe's absolutely brilliant. But if you're only ever going to play with 2, I would go with Nordic countries, personally.
Yeah. That's number 46. We're halfway. Next up, Search for Lost Species.
Okay. This is another deduction game for you,
Another deduction game, but this one is a little bit more elaborate. You are... This is like how you used to play a Clue back in the day. A lot like, where you... Well, it's not entirely true. But you need to know where a specific animal is, and you need to find it by deducing and going around the island and actually looking for animals. There's all on the different terrains, there can only be a specific animal. And once you found something, then you know, then the other one needs to be there. This is a really great game. It uses time as a resource. That means if you want to do something cool, that's going to take you more time, which means other people might be able to do 2 or 3 things before it's back to you. And there's also some events that happen for everyone, so you can get some more information. And I really, really enjoy games like this. I have not played its predecessor, The Search for Lost...
Planet X?
Planet X, yeah. Which is, so this, I thought this is going to be better, so I
heard that this was better.
One.
I don't know if that's true, but I certainly heard that this was better than the original. But I heard that they're both fantastic games. I've never played this one. It passed me by because it's a big box deduction game, so I was like, I'm fine. But I've heard this.
This does deduction really in a different way than we've did it before in the games that we had before. So This is not social, by the way, not social deduction. It's not with hidden traders. No, it's just hidden animals.
Yeah, just hidden animals. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
Oh, it's really
I
a
wouldn't have
good
expected
game.
to see this so high on your list. That's cool.
Yeah. Next up. Boom. There we go. Carcassonne.
Okay, time for my veto.
Oh, no.
This
You would not.
This needs to be. It was either this or Ticket to Ride. It needs to be in the top 10.
This is your veto?
No, it's not. I would just rank this. This and Ticket to Ride both. I would rank much higher. But yeah, Carcassonne. You are a champion Carcassonne player, Dave. So what am I to say?
Yes, what are you to say? That's true.
Exactly.
I was in 2014, which is a lifetime ago. I was a part of the World Championship representing the Netherlands in Carcassonne, and I'm still very proud that happened. I came in 7th or 8th or maybe 10th. I don't even remember. But we had a great time. It was very exciting. It is, in general, very exciting to play a game in a tournament.
You love it. You love that, don't you? I don't
like
need that, but you love it.
It changes the way we play games. I mean, if we play games, sure, we want to win, but things change if there's something on the line. Even if it's fake.
Why it's like with poker. No, I'm not going to sit around with some friends and just play poker because it's a great game. No. But if everyone put €5 in, or just, that's it. Oh, this is a different experience now that there's €30 on the line, and that's like, that, and it changes it so much. Sometimes I'm not a big. This is off topic really, but I'm not like a big supporter of gambling necessarily, but it does make for an incredibly exciting evening if there's just like everyone's put in literally just €5. It's kind of it's strange. So Carcassonne is the quintessential tile laying game where you're trying to build out the French town of Carcassonne, and you want to put things that match next to each other. Many games have done this since, and you want to make roads and build cities and put farmers into fields. And when areas are finished, you get points for doing that, but you're all building the same city and you're trying to, Dave has got into this area, and I'm going to try to go into this area now and then join them up together so that we're both in this area and get points. It's been expanded more than perhaps any other game, I think, in existence.
Yes, I think we can say that, yeah.
Are you talking OG Carcassonne here, or are you talking a specific version?
This is OG
or just
Carcassonne.
The experience.
The experience of playing Carcassonne. I've played it so much, and I'm having a great time every time I play it. It can be a 2-player game. It can be a 4-player game.
It's like Ticket to Ride. It's always just fun. It's just always fun.
I had an interesting thing happen when I became the Dutch champion. I played a couple. For whatever reason, they were at the same table at the end, so they could have handed each other the victory and just say, "Hey, let's not make this hard on us." But for some reason, I won that game, so that made me the Dutch champion. But
that's funny.
It is really such a good game, and I love.
There's a reason it's been reprinted. They've just come out with a new version and just reprinted all the expansions.
Yeah.
They've just come out with 2 more. I think they're up to 10 big, small expansions, if that makes sense. Rather than the mini expansions that they do. And there's a huge rabbit hole of. I call it a. What is it? Not a TCG, a CCG, a collectible. No, a CTG, collectible tile game, because there's always new stuff for it all the time. So
yeah, I'm still waiting for a legacy version.
That has to happen at some point.
It has to happen.
I saw a picture, and it was from a convention, and someone had a box of Carcassonne, and it said "under construction" on the front of it, and it looks like it could be a reprint of Carcassonne, the city, which is with the walls. which would be interesting because I own 2 copies of that. I've got the original version and stuff, and like, do I sell it now? Do I go sell it first?
Sell it now before...
I haven't bought them to sell. But anyway, the game Face to Face.
No one expected this game to be in here.
No. Is this the one we played? Did we play this?
This is the one we played.
Yeah,
I'm
loved
enjoying
this.
the heck out of this game. The game is interesting all by itself. You try collectively to get rid of cards from your hand. You have to play 2 cards on different piles. 2 piles are going down, 2 piles are going up, and you want to get rid of the cards in your hand. Now, that was a co-op game. Now, this is face-to-face duel.
2-player duel.
Both players have those cards, and yeah, you need to make big swings in this game. It breaks the rules a little bit because now sometimes you can play a card on a pile that is not yours, and you can only do that if you are actively helping the other player, and it is a fun way. I really want more people to play this.
You've got 2 places to play. One side is going up from 1, and one side is going down from 60. Yeah. And so it gets harder and harder and harder to play cards. But if Dave says, actually, I need to get rid of this card, but I want to draw more cards, which is the key for this, right? You get more cards into your hand if you do this, I think. I can help my opponent by bringing his pile back closer to 1, giving them more options to play cards, but I get a benefit. And at some point, you stop helping your opponent because you are then in it to win it. You can also jump by 10 in this game, can't you? So you can go from 32 back to 22 if you are able to then go 25, 28, 44, and then back to 34. So that's kind of how that's all kind of working. This took, honestly, and maybe I was just tired, took a little bit for my brain to get round what was going on and how to win this, and you destroyed me both times we played this. But the more I think about it, I think I love interesting little box card games that do something different, and this certainly is that. And it's I really did enjoy this, actually. It was a very big surprise for me. It's not better than Carcassonne. I would say that's not true, but you disagree.
I would love to play this right now, and Carcassonne I would also like to play, but I do like this game
These
better
are all
right now.
great games. That's the thing.
Also, this game is also like a top 100 game. Is like a hotness list. Which game would I love to play right now? Sometimes I play games like, I want to play this again immediately or as fast as possible. Then, boom, it would jump to the number 1 position.
That's why doing these year on year makes a big difference, because Carcassonne probably isn't going to slide very far on your list, but the game might drop by 20 next time you do it. But the game face to face, or it might not. It's a fantastic little card game. I thought
if I would not play the game in the next year, if I would just forget about playing it, then it would go down because, hey, apparently, and I'm very good at dropping games that I'm not playing. I'm also good. My collection is not growing out of my room.
It's an interesting part about these lists that some part of it is a sentimental value to these games, does creep into where you actually rank things. And I think you're quite good at being a bit more scientific about it, let's say. All right, this is a great choice, great game.
Try to. And everyone, please, this is a small box game. Just get it. Just get it and see what it does, because it does it so well. That was number 43. Next up, 42. Here we go. 7 Wonders Duel.
Okay.
I try to read you, but I can't. I don't know what that means.
So not 7 Wonders Duel, the new version, not the Lord of the Rings version.
Oh, no, not the Lord of the Rings version. I think I'd rather play this right now.
Yeah, I would as well. I would much rather. It's a great game. Incredible. It's 7 Wonders Duel is a classic. It's absolutely wonderful. And I think this version is better than the Lord of the Rings version. I really do think. A lot of people said, oh, I never need to play the original because Lord of the Rings one came out. But I don't care about Lord of the Rings particularly. And I prefer the theme of this one as well. I just think it's so slick.
Yeah.
So what do you like about this one?
have you? So in this game, you start off with drafting 4 wonders. So every player has 4 wonders that would give you special powers should you build them.
Doesn't matter what the wonder does. All that matters is if it has the take an extra turn symbol on it. That's the only thing that matters with the wonders.
That is important. It's not the only thing that matters.
It's the only thing that matters.
And then you're drafting from this pyramid. In the regular game of 7 Wonders, you have these cards that you're drafting. I really like playing 7 Wonders. But in this game, there's a pyramid, so they mitigated how the game works in a 2-player game, how you would draft. So the top cards are covering the cards underneath, so you cannot choose any card. No, they get revealed as the game progresses. As people take these top cards, then you flip the ones beneath it. And sometimes it's a big surprise what comes out of them, or cards that you were really hoping for. And
you're trying so often to do a thing where you think, okay, if I take this, they have to take this or this, because you're looking at a card, because some of the cards are secrets, some of the cards are not secrets. You think, okay, and you're trying to work it out. And there's such a wonderful part of this is that you can win in 3 different ways. You can win at the end of the game with points, or you can win on a military track, and you get military, and your opponent gets military immediately, or you can win on science immediately. And there's also bonuses for going up both of those tracks, because military, every time you go up a bit further, you take away your opponent's money, and on science you get extra abilities, which is super exciting and stuff. And there's so much to think about. I love this game. I don't think it's so not intuitive. It's so unintuitive, because the way that the cost of all the buildings depends on the resources you have and the resources that opponents have, and it depends on the yellow card abilities. So I only ever want to play this digitally, not because I can't work it out, because I can, but I only ever play this on Board Game Arena. I would not choose to play this on in real life.
I love playing cards in playing games in real life. I barely play on Board Game Arena.
I just think there's a lot of upkeep in this game to work out the cost of things, and you go,
no,
I really find
not.
That. Well, we disagree.
I understand maybe why you would say that, but actually, no, it's not. It's very easy.
Maybe it's because I've never really learned how it works. Like, I just let
the game has 2 expansions. Have you ever tried those?
Yeah, the Parthenon one and the other one. I can't remember what the other one's called.
I think it's the Parliament or something.
Something along those lines. Yeah,
a Roman
they're
word,
fine.
Greek word for it.
They're fine.
They turn the game on its head in a big way, which definitely can be fun. But I think I prefer to play it just base game.
I agree. I kind of think just base game as well with this one. I'm not against the expansions, but I don't necessarily.
No, exactly. That was the number 42, so we are getting to the last one of this video. Nyet is a trick-taking game.
I said to Dave I was going to see if we have any direct crossover. We don't. This is so far the closest, though.
So Nyet is a trick-taking game, but there's a whole thing that happens before you actually start playing the cards. You have your cards in your hand, and you might hope things might happen, but first, we all collectively need to make sure that we know which color is the trump, which color is going to... will tricks be worth points or be worth minus points? And then how many points will it worth be? Who are you playing with? All these different things need to be determined by just putting a marker from you on the board saying, well, it's certainly not going to be this.
Yeah.
Boom.
Everyone votes on what it's not going to be, and the thing that's left is what it is out of these. I think it's 4 things you're voting on, essentially.
I think it's 6. It's really, it's more than you think. Yes.
I watched a video recently on people talking about best trick-taking card games, and Nyet was mentioned as it's a good game, but it was too much at the start, and that was annoying to them. And I could not disagree more. I feel like the first part of this game is a game within itself. It's fun to do. It's not administration. It's fun to do this. It's not like some people don't need massive twists on trick-taking card games for them to be fun. But this is so fun to start off and because you only get to vote on one thing, like cities. You only get to vote on the one thing at a time. It's like, I really don't want this to be the thing, so I'm going to cover this up, but I'll wait and hopefully I'll be able to cover this up next time. So good. And you're on teams in this game as well.
Yeah, and you're covering things up, but the choices are where to put your vote. So I really want red to be Trump, and if red is Trump, I want to make sure that it's worth a lot of points to get tricks in a game where red is Trump. But I can only choose to either make red Trump or to make it worth a lot of points. So now you're like, where am I in this world? What can I do about this?
The first part is so fun, and then trick-taking is so good. It's just regular trick-taking, really. But then you're on teams, and all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm with you 100%, ride or die. And then the next round, it's like, screw you. I'm with these two people, ride or die. Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. And the artwork's nice, and there's nice big chunky cards. And I was disappointed I get disappointed by other people's lists because the games that I love, they say, oh, I don't like that. But I've said, oh, I don't like that about so many games. So who cares, right? But this is a wonderful trick-taking card game. I'm so happy to see it. The last time I played it, though, was with you. It's been years since I played this. I remember the last time.
Oh, really? That's the last time you played it? Yeah, that's long ago. I don't own it either.
I own it. I do own it.
I do need to get a copy of Nyet.
It's so good.
That's it. Another 10 great games.
I'm wondering if that's the highest trick taker on your list, but I imagine there's going to be a couple higher. And one I think will be much higher, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We will see.
I've largely agreed. The only game Scythe was the biggest miss this episode.
Yeah, but I think you should be happy it's not higher on the list.
True. I certainly am.
Putting it on, I think it was 47, kind of tells you it's on its way out.
It's on its way down.
It's the first time I'm doing this, but still, you feel like, oh, this is going to be lower next year.
Man,
also because
so many great
more
games.
Exciting games are coming out. And we talked about this a little bit when we were talking about Scythe. The fact that it is a game that a lot of people have strategies for that I might not have makes me go to new games because we still need to find out strategies for those new games. That's why I also like to play new games and start thinking about them. And,
I know you approach games like that. You love trying to.
Yes,
you like to see the matrix. You like to try to see, look at it and try to work out the rhythm.
Well,
patterns
I learn the rules and then I'm already thinking, oh, so probably this is going to be an awesome move, and I'm trying to think of it, and then I try it out. It's like, oh, it wasn't. Why wasn't it? And then when I'm thinking about it again, when it's cooking in my head, next time you're up for a surprise. What I hate about it is I learn the rules and explain the rules to most of the people that I play the games with, which means I've got an unfair advantage because I have already been playing these games in my head. Right now we're learning the Isle of Penguins. Is that? Yeah, the Isle of Penguins. We're rescuing the penguins. The sequel. I'm already thinking about this game so much. It's like, oh, and the game came with. It's not for sale yet. It's going to be on Kickstarter. We're making a video about it, but I'm already thinking about. Ooh, the designer put in the notes. 211 points is the highest score yet. Hold my beer.
Oh, that's an awesome note to add. That's a really smart thing to do because people can try to beat that. That's a really cool little touch to put in. All right, if you agree with Dave, let us know. If you disagree with Dave, let us know that. What did you think was good? Was I right? Just let me know. I would like to hear that. That's certainly something. And if you want to be notified immediately when the next episode is going to come out, then you hit the bell. And if you're not subscribed, then consider if you got some value out of listening to us ramble on about games, consider subscribing, because there's going to be a lot more content on this YouTube channel. Now it's kind of been like a phoenix from the flames. Here it is,
Yes,
Luzapalooza.
indeed.
So it's going to be coming thick and fast. And we'll see you for the next episode, where we're going to be talking about games, can you believe it, even better than the ones
Even
we've
better
spoken
games.
about today.
Thank
Wild
you so much
to
for watching.
believe.
Thank you, Matthew, for being here. And
Bye,
see
everyone.
you next time. Bye-bye.
Dave Luzapalooza, top 100 games of all time. Dave Luzapalooza, some are great, some just fine. Dave Luzapalooza, here telling you just how it is. It's Matthew Jude.